All right, so we're back with Jops, which is the preemptive multitasking operating system that I am building for really old computers, the IBM XT. And in this iteration, what I ended up doing was when I ran in the previous video, I had just a foundation built overnight by Claude Fable. And in this video, what I'm going to be showing you is an iteration on top of that. So I went ahead, I wanted to build a file system of support, and I wanted to also build an icon library and the ability to read floppy disks. And I also wanted to build a game. So I ended up building a Minesweeper game. So I'm going to show you in this video how that came out. So the first thing that I did was let me actually go ahead and push these changes. These are the last changes, but to a branch stacked on top of the previous one. Okay, so I pushed that into its own branch so I can show you the iteration steps. So I'm going to show you the software packages branch. This is the first thing where I added floppy access, the file system type, packages, file manager, and Minesweeper. So I'm going to do that. Check out. All right. So that now that I am in that branch, I am gonna go here, and I am in that branch, and I am gonna show you the process that the what it ended up happening, what it ended up building the first round. So here we go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Okay, so it's almost done. It's got 256 kilobytes of RAM. Let me force the a 4:3 ratio. And as you can see here, we still have the notepad, the clock, the bouncing. And if I go here to file, now we have disk. And the disk is disk B here. And if I go up here to media, that's going to be the apps disk, apps360.image. So the operating system is in drive 1 and the apps are in drive 2. And if I go here, now I can click on Mines, and it loads the Minesweeper game. So I'm gonna drag here. Notice how everything is still preemptively running. Oh, how do I restart this again? I don't know how to restart. I guess. Oh, N is for new. Okay. So you got two. You got. Come on. Okay, there you go. So this one, I don't have any flag uh, capabilities. I don't think. Let me see. Oh yeah, there you go. F is for flag. So I built that too. I didn't even have to ask it. So this one means it's a flag. And let me see if this one right here, this is a mine as well. And this is a mine. And if you don't know Minesweeper, Minesweeper, the way this works is, you see this number 1 right here. That means that if you around the perimeter of the number, one of those squares has to be a mine. So since the only square that it has yet to be uncovered is that one, then I flag it as a mine. So that, because I know that that's it. Same thing with this one. Notice here that there's a 2. So if I go around, these are the only 2 that are uncovered. So those 2 must be a mine. Same thing here. So those 2, and then this 3 means that these 3 must be mine. So that's how I'm going about it. So right here I have the 2. So that means that these are all fine. And that means that this is a mine. If I go here, that means that this is, wait, let me get, this is fine, and let me see here, 1, 2, okay, so now it's getting a little bit tricky. So this is a 3, so this is a mine. These are not mines. Same thing with this one. That's a mine. This is not a mine. This is not a mine. This is not a mine. Let me see. This is not a mine. Okay, cool. So now you see here I can do, this is a 2. So that means that everything around it is not a mine. This means that this is a mine. So then this is not, this is not, this is not, this is not, and this is not. So now we have 3, that means that this is a mine, and 1, this is not a mine, 2, this is not a mine, and then this one must be a mine. And I win. It didn't let me, oh, I win. Cool. All right, so that works. But notice here that, you know, if I eject this disk, eject that disk, I remove it. Now I go here, I close this, I go to File, I go to Disk, and it still shows that the mines thing is here. So apparently it only read it at boot time. So that means that I have to have the apps directory in it. Let's see that. So if I try to load right now, you'll see that it's gonna give me a disk error. But if I restart it, does that mean that it'll reload? It'll read the disk at boot time. Let's see here. Yeah, there's no job disk in drive B. Okay. So yeah, so that's the first iteration. So the second iteration, I wanted to fix some of these things, so I had to do some updates. And I'm gonna show you that right now. Let me exit this. All right, excuse me. So now so that first iteration created, like I said, added floppy access, job file system, packages, file manager, and Minesweeper. The other branch, let me see, get this branch. Let me just fix this right here. Now, if I run this one, all right, I'm gonna scale it to 1.5. I'm really curious to see how this runs in a real machine. So we'll get there. Okay, awesome. So first thing off the bat, we can see that we have disk icons. So disk A is the one that has the operating system, and disk B is the one that has the apps. Let me see, let me open, there's no disk there. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and mount that. So I'm gonna go to this disk and go and load my apps disk. And now if I click disk B, it's reading from it, and it has two things. It has this hello package, it says hello from a job package. That's all it says. And then it has mines. There you go. So we already played that game. It would be nice to have like a file menu for the actual program that is running, but maybe we'll get there as well. But as you can see here, I have a refresh icon here, which shows me that, and yeah, everything is still working as expected. All right, so that's it for this video. I think in the next video, what I want to do is be able to launch multiple instances of these things and have a memory. Maybe I'll have a memory, you know, amount shown here, like a memory usage meter or something. Maybe I'll do that here, up here, where you can see the amount of system RAM that is still available for programs. And then perhaps I'll also add a CPU usage um, meter or a task manager. I think a task manager with memory usage might be a nice one to add. So yeah, I'll end this video here, and I'll go ahead and work on that one.